Casting for Africa Screams involved a careful selection process that highlighted the unique talents of each actor. Bud Abbott and Lou Costello were already a well-known comedy duo, making them the natural choice for the lead roles. Their established chemistry from previous films made the decision straightforward. The producers wanted to capture their comedic timing and rapport, which had already resonated with audiences. For the supporting roles, auditions were held to find actors who could complement Abbott and Costello's dynamic. The casting team sought performers who could match their energy and humor. Key actors like Hilary Brooke and Frank D. Williams were chosen after impressive auditions that showcased their ability to deliver comedic lines with perfect timing. Chemistry tests played a crucial role in the selection process. The casting directors wanted to ensure that the interactions between the leads and supporting cast felt natural and engaging. Moments during these tests revealed the potential for memorable comedic exchanges, solidifying the choices made. As the casting process unfolded, pivotal moments arose when certain actors brought unexpected charm or humor to their auditions, leading to last-minute changes in the lineup. The final cast reflected a blend of established stars and fresh talent, all contributing to the film's comedic adventure. Drawing from the comedic talents of Abbott and Costello, the director of Africa Screams aimed to create a film that blended adventure with humor. The vision was to transport audiences to a wild and exotic setting while maintaining a lighthearted tone. Influenced by classic adventure films and the comedic styles of the era, the director focused on crafting a narrative that allowed for both slapstick comedy and thrilling escapades. Collaboration with the cast was essential, as the director encouraged improvisation, allowing Abbott and Costello to bring their unique comedic flair to the script. This approach not only enhanced the chemistry between the actors, but also added spontaneity to the film. The director worked closely with the crew to design elaborate sets that captured the essence of the African jungle, using vibrant colors and dynamic camera angles to immerse viewers in the story. The use of sound effects and music was also carefully considered, enhancing comedic moments and building tension during action sequences. By blending these elements, the director successfully created a film that was both entertaining and memorable, showcasing the talents of the cast while delivering a fun adventure.
Where they are.
And you can lead us to these diamonds?
That I can, but first we'll talk.
Africa Screams is a comedy film from 1949 featuring the famous duo Abbott and Costello. In this movie, they find themselves on a wild adventure in Africa, where they encounter various challenges and funny situations. The film is filled with laughs, surprises, and some unexpected moments that keep viewers engaged. Many fans have cherished memories of watching this movie, whether it was a family movie night or a fun time with friends. Do you have a cherished memory associated with this movie? Perhaps you remember the first time you saw it, or a particular scene that made you laugh out loud. There are many funny, shocking, and sad facts about Africa Screams that will be shared, so keep watching this video. We would love to hear your stories and memories related to this movie in the comments below. What is your most cherished memory or personal experience with Africa Screams?
No punchline. Stanley.
Filming Africa Screams in 1949 presented unique challenges and opportunities for the production team. The set design aimed to create an authentic African atmosphere, using a mix of studio sets and location shooting. The filmmakers constructed elaborate jungle sets that included faux trees, rocks, and props to mimic the wild. They also utilized sound stages to film interior scenes, ensuring a controlled environment for the actors. Locations were carefully chosen to enhance the film's adventurous spirit. While some scenes were shot on location, the majority relied on studio backlots to create the illusion of vast African landscapes. Logistical challenges included transporting equipment and crew to remote areas, which required careful planning and coordination. Innovative techniques were employed, such as using rear projection for certain action sequences, allowing for a blend of live action and background footage. This method helped create thrilling chase scenes without the need for extensive travel. The production team also experimented with lighting to capture the vibrant colors of the set, enhancing the visual appeal of the film. Overall, the combination of creative set design, strategic location choices, and innovative filming techniques contributed to the unique charm of Africa Screams, making it a memorable entry in the comedy-adventure genre.
He's heading him toward the cage.
Well,
Comedy often relies on the chemistry between its stars, and in Africa Screams, Abbott and Costello portray Buzz Johnson and Stanley Livington, two booksellers who find themselves in a series of misadventures. The plot revolves around their deception of Diana Emerson, who believes Stanley is a renowned explorer. This leads to their abduction and subsequent involvement in a safari aimed at uncovering hidden diamonds. The film is filled with familiar tropes of jungle adventures, including encounters with crocodiles, angry tribesmen, and a man in a gorilla suit. While some viewers appreciate the light-hearted silliness typical of Abbott and Costello's work, others find the humor lacking and the pacing slow. Critics argue that the film drags on, with Costello's antics becoming tiresome and Abbott's character often unpleasant. The presence of familiar faces like Shemp adds a layer of nostalgia, yet it does not elevate the overall experience for everyone. The film's production quality has also been criticized, with some noting that it feels poorly made, contributing to its reputation as one of the duo's lesser works. Despite its shortcomings, Africa Screams remains a product of its time, reflecting the comedic style of the late 1940s, which may resonate differently with various audiences.
there's someplace. Yeah, that's the mark.
The creation of the score and soundtrack for the 1949 film Africa Screams involved a blend of lively orchestration and playful melodies that matched the film's comedic adventure. Composers worked to ensure that the music enhanced the narrative, capturing the essence of the jungle setting and the antics of the characters. The score features upbeat rhythms and catchy tunes that reflect the light-hearted tone of the film, allowing audiences to feel the excitement and humor throughout the story. Musicians brought their talents to life, using a variety of instruments to create a vibrant soundscape that complemented the visual elements on screen. Insights from the composers reveal that they aimed to evoke a sense of wonder and adventure, using music to guide the audience's emotions. The playful motifs often coincide with key moments in the film, such as chase scenes or comedic mishaps, reinforcing the humor and energy of the narrative. The collaboration between the musicians and the filmmakers was crucial, as they worked together to ensure that the score not only supported the story, but also stood out as a memorable part of the film experience. The result is a soundtrack that remains engaging and entertaining, perfectly aligning with the film's whimsical spirit.
Building, yachts, railroads. I don't know, I might even buy an airline. According to how I feel.
Though this film features Shemp and Joe Besser, their combined screen time is less than 2 minutes. The main character, Stanley Livington, appears to reference the famous explorers Henry Morton Stanley and David Livingstone, who met in Tanzania in 1871. This encounter led to the well-known phrase, "Dr. Livingstone, I presume?" The name Livington is slightly altered, leaving it unclear if this was a typographical error or a deliberate choice. Clyde Beatty, a well-known animal trainer and circus owner, contributed his own animals for the production, adding authenticity to the film's setting. The story revolves around adventure and comedy, typical of the era's entertainment. The film combines elements of exploration with humor, showcasing the characters' interactions with both the wildlife and each other. The brief appearances of Howard and Besser highlight their roles as part of a larger comedic ensemble, even if their time on screen is limited. The film reflects the style and themes popular in mid-20th century cinema.
Remind me on here.
Listen, are you the guy that dug this hole?
Yes, I am.
The least you could have done was put a red lantern in. I'm going to report you to the African League.
In the 1949 film Africa Screams, several scenes stand out for their humor and charm. The direction by Charles Barton captures the essence of comedy through timing and pacing. One iconic moment occurs when Abbott and Costello find themselves in a series of misunderstandings with the local tribesmen. Their performances shine as they blend physical comedy with witty dialogue, showcasing their unique chemistry. The cinematography, with its vibrant jungle backdrop, enhances the comedic tension, drawing the audience into the absurdity of the situation. Another memorable scene features the duo attempting to navigate a treacherous river. The use of close-ups highlights their expressions of fear and confusion, making the audience laugh at their misfortune. Filmmakers noted that the spontaneity of Abbott and Costello's interactions often led to unexpected comedic gold, which they embraced during filming. The film's impact lies in its ability to transport viewers into a world of adventure and laughter, making it a beloved classic. The blend of slapstick humor and clever writing resonates with audiences, ensuring its place in cinematic history.
Come on, get up there. With it, attaboy. Hey, Buzz, this I gotta tell you. You often...
This film marked Shemp's return to the team after 6 years, and was the last of their 5 collaborations. Following the death of Burt Wenland, known as Bobo, in 2009, all credited cast members have passed away. A notable scene features Joe Besser repeatedly running into Bud Abbott and Lou Costello's tent with an empty glass, filling it with water, and then rushing back out. This action occurs several times until he is questioned about it. He responds, "My tent's on fire." This comedic moment is based on a real incident from Max Baer's childhood. As a boy, he accidentally set his bed on fire and, not wanting to alert his parents, kept running back and forth between his bedroom and the kitchen to fetch water. The film combines humor with personal anecdotes, showcasing the blend of real-life experiences and scripted comedy that characterize the team's work. The legacy of this film continues through its unique moments and the history of its cast.
I know what I'll do. It's that lion. That lion. The one that got him. I'll spend the rest of my...
While exploring the cultural and social impact of the 1949 movie Africa Screams, it becomes clear that the film resonated with audiences through its blend of comedy and adventure. Starring the beloved comedy duo Abbott and Costello, the film offered a humorous take on the adventure genre, appealing to families and young viewers. The film's portrayal of Africa, though exaggerated and often stereotypical, sparked conversations about representation in cinema. It reflected the era's fascination with exotic locales, yet also highlighted the need for more authentic portrayals of different cultures. Moreover, Africa Screams contributed to the pop culture landscape by influencing later comedic works and adventure films. The comedic style of Abbott and Costello set a precedent for future comedy duos, blending slapstick with witty dialogue. The film's memorable scenes and catchphrases became part of the cultural lexicon, often referenced in later media. As audiences laughed at the antics of the characters, they also engaged with themes of exploration and the unknown, which were prevalent in post-war America. This film, while entertaining, opened doors for discussions about cultural sensitivity and the importance of diverse storytelling in Hollywood.
Say, Mr. Buck, is there really such an...
Costello breaks the fourth wall more than usual, engaging directly with the audience in a way that adds a unique layer to the comedy. During the production, trade papers announced that Spike Jonze would have a role, but this did not materialize. Later, in 1954, Spike Jonze was cast alongside Abbott and Costello in another film, but they were replaced early in production by Hugh O'Brien and Buddy Hackett. This film marked the first independently financed project for Bud Abbott and Lou Costello. While they were under contract with Universal, it was released by United Artists, showcasing their ability to produce outside the traditional studio system. The film reflects the duo's comedic style, blending slapstick with clever dialogue. Their dynamic remains a significant part of their legacy, influencing future generations of comedians. The film's production history and the involvement of notable figures like Spike Jonze highlight the changing landscape of comedy during that era. Upon its release in 1949, Africa Screams received mixed reviews from critics. Some praised the film for its comedic elements and the performances of its stars, particularly Abbott and Costello, who were well known for their slapstick humor. Their chemistry and timing brought a light-hearted charm to the adventure comedy genre. Critics noted that the film's plot, which involved a treasure hunt in Africa, was simple but effective in showcasing the duo's comedic talents. Audience reactions were generally positive, with many fans enjoying the film's blend of humor and adventure. The film appealed to families and those looking for a fun escape, contributing to its popularity at the box office. Despite its mixed critical reception, Africa Screams did not receive any major awards or nominations. However, the film's legacy lies in its representation of the comedic style of Abbott and Costello, which influenced future comedy duos. The film remains a part of their filmography, showcasing their ability to entertain audiences during a time when the film industry was evolving. For those involved in the film, the positive audience reactions and the film's enduring presence in pop culture signify a successful collaboration that contributed to their careers. The film is often remembered fondly by fans of classic comedy, ensuring that Abbott and Costello's work continues to be appreciated.
5, Miss Emerson, and in the morning we'll start for the interior.
Very good.
Well, we've looked...
The failure of the original copyright holder to renew the film's copyright led to it entering the public domain. This change allowed anyone to duplicate and sell copies, resulting in many versions available on the market that are poorly edited or of low quality. These copies often come from second or third generation sources, making them less enjoyable for viewers. A notable moment in the film includes a line from Boots, played by Buddy Baer, who tells Grappler, portrayed by Max Baer, "I'll hit you harder than Lewis ever did." This line references the famous boxer Joe Louis, who fought both Baers in the 1930s, adding a layer of historical context to the dialogue. Tensions on set escalated when producer Edward Nasser brandished a pistol and threatened Lou Costello. Cinematographer Charles Van Anger intervened and disarmed Nasser, highlighting the chaotic atmosphere during production. Such incidents contribute to the film's unique history and the challenges faced by its creators. During the making of Africa Screams, the cast and crew experienced a mix of challenges and humorous moments that brought them closer together. One memorable incident involved Abbott and Costello, who often played pranks on each other. During a scene in the jungle, Costello decided to hide behind a bush and jump out to scare Abbott. However, the plan backfired when Abbott, not expecting the scare, accidentally knocked over a prop that sent a cascade of fake vines tumbling down. The crew erupted in laughter, and it took several takes to regain composure. Additionally, the filming location presented its own set of difficulties. The heat was intense, and the crew had to deal with insects and unpredictable weather. One day, while filming a scene with a group of extras dressed as native tribespeople, a sudden rainstorm hit. The extras, caught off guard, began to dance in the rain, turning a serious scene into a spontaneous celebration. This unexpected moment brought joy and laughter, reminding everyone of the fun side of filmmaking. The camaraderie among the cast was evident during breaks. They would gather around to share stories and jokes, creating a family-like atmosphere. Lou Costello, known for his playful nature, often entertained the crew with his impressions and funny anecdotes from his career. These moments of levity helped to ease the stress of long shooting days and fostered a strong bond among the team. As the film progressed, the challenges continued, but so did the laughter. The crew learned to adapt, finding creative solutions to problems that arose on set. The spirit of teamwork and humor made the experience memorable for everyone involved, leaving a lasting impression that went beyond the final cut of the film.
I got my finger back.
What do you mean you got your finger? You touched them, didn't you?
I touched the real line.
That's all there is to it.
A colorized version of this film was released in 1988. The original script included a storyline where a love-struck female gorilla pursued Lou Costello. However, the Breen office, which enforced the production code, objected to any suggestion of a sexual encounter between a man and a female gorilla. To address this concern, the writers changed the character from a female gorilla to a male gorilla. The Breen office approved this change, as they believed that a man-gorilla straight relationship implied marriage and sex, while a man-gorilla same-sex relationship would be seen as mere friendship. This film features the only on-screen pairing of Joe Besser and Shemp Howard. Shemp was an original member of the Three Stooges but left the group and was replaced by his younger brother, Curly Howard. Shemp later returned to replace Curly and is often referred to as the Fourth Stooge. Joe Besser eventually replaced Shemp and is known as the Fifth Stooge. The film showcases their unique comedic styles and adds to the legacy of the Stooges.
Diana, watch! I'm not afraid of lions. And the gun.
Notably, the 1949 film Africa Screams holds a unique place in film history, blending comedy with adventure in a way that appealed to audiences of its time. Starring the beloved comedy duo Abbott and Costello, the film showcased their signature humor while also incorporating elements of the adventure genre. This combination influenced future filmmakers to explore the mix of comedy and action, paving the way for films that would follow in the decades to come. The film's setting in a fictional African landscape, filled with wild animals and treasure hunts, inspired a wave of adventure comedies that sought to capture the same spirit of fun and exploration. Moreover, Africa Screams contributed to the portrayal of exotic locations in cinema, encouraging filmmakers to create stories that transport audiences to far-off lands. Its comedic style and character dynamics can be seen echoed in later works, where humor is used to navigate thrilling situations. The film's legacy is also evident in the way it shaped the careers of Abbott and Costello, solidifying their status as icons in the comedy genre. Their influence can be traced through various comedic films and television shows that followed, as they set a standard for comedic timing and character interactions. As a result, Africa Screams remains a significant piece of cinematic history, illustrating how a simple comedy can leave a lasting impact on the film industry and inspire future generations of filmmakers and comedians.
Back to our camp.
I think you better, too.
I just follow the trail exactly as I told you, and you won't miss it. And look out for my traps. Now, wait, I think you better...
The film was nicknamed Nasser Screams due to a significant feud between the producer and Lou Costello. This conflict created a tense atmosphere during production, impacting the overall experience for the cast and crew. In the final scenes, a small car appears that some viewers mistakenly believed was a movie prop. However, this vehicle is a Crossley, a real car manufactured by the Crossley Motor Company. The Crossley was produced from 1939 to 1942, then paused during the war years. Production resumed in 1946 and continued until the company ceased operations in 1952. The inclusion of this actual car adds a layer of authenticity to the film, contrasting with the comedic and fictional elements presented throughout. The dynamic between the cast, particularly the conflict involving Costello, and the use of real vehicles contribute to the unique character of the production. The film reflects the challenges and quirks of its time, showcasing both the creative process and the difficulties faced by those involved. Sharing your experiences and memories related to the 1949 movie Africa Screams can be a wonderful way to connect with others who appreciate classic cinema. This film, featuring the comedic duo Abbott and Costello, is not just a comedy. It also offers a glimpse into the adventure and exploration themes of its time. Many viewers recall how the film made them laugh and brought joy to their lives, perhaps even inspiring a love for adventure films. Some might remember watching it with family, creating lasting memories that shaped their view of cinema as a source of entertainment and escape. The unique blend of humor and adventure in Africa Screams has influenced how many perceive the genre, showing that laughter can be found even in the wildest situations. We invite you to share your thoughts and stories about how this film impacted you personally. Did it spark a love for classic comedies, or inspire you to explore more films from that era? Engage with us by liking, sharing, and subscribing for more cinematic explorations. Your stories matter and can inspire others to revisit this classic.
Run on the side of the head over here, I hit the guy. Oh, he's got the bump. There it is.